probably say 4:30 probably. 4:30 at same place. We're going to do PF Chang's at Palo Alto, okay? And just to get together. And last time we got some people who showed up really fast, so same thing. So see if you guys want to come. Okay, so very, very interesting today. Today you want to watch 3,900 at the open. If it takes out 3,900, we dive. We dive. If it takes out 38.48, there's nothing lower. You could have back-to-back 150, 160 point days. Okay, back-to-back. Let's see what happens here. The news is progressively worse. Think about this. This fund, Omid, we talk about this fund. This fund is going to sell $10 billion of tech stocks. This is the big news. And they're going to go buy energy stocks. So now we don't know what this fund holds. Somebody may. I don't. I haven't done that much research. But they own, Microsoft and Tesla, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like an event when they rebalance and all of a sudden we get 8 billion to sell, 9 billion to sell. But we don't know if it happens today. We don't know if it happens tomorrow. We don't know if it happens next week. But it's going to happen here very soon. So they're selling the tech stocks to buy energy stocks. So you're going to go lower. Just don't know when. Here comes coal starting to go lower slowly. To me, there's no compelling reason to get back in it, especially in the techs, because I think now you see with Cisco's news, what they're talking about with chips and everybody else. If the demand, and I don't know if it's a full demand thing and they can't get enough product or whatever, it doesn't really matter. But if you can't get the product to build more networks, that means Amazon's not expanding. Now, are they growing because they're getting more customers on a network that they've already built? That's a different story, right? But it tells you Azure and everything else, everybody's in trouble. And yesterday you get an internal memo that CRM is laying off people. Salesforce is starting to lay off people. Wow. Very, very interesting. And you know how ugly it gets? So here's the thing. The way back when I was at Texas Instruments, they told me, okay, we're going to have layoffs, Sam. You need to lay off X amount of people. So I said, because Sam's just smarter than people. Sam just says, tell me how much money you're trying to lay off in salaries. Because Sam's just cocky, right? And they tell you. So we need to cut salaries by, say, $1 million. So just making up stuff, right? So you can go lay off 5 guys that make $200,000. You can lay off 10 guys that make $100,000. Or if you got a couple superstars and they make $600,000, but they're way overpaid, and you have a couple $200,000 guys, you can lay off only 3. There's different ways to do this. Now Kramer told us they're going to lay off a ton and tons of low salary people because they brought them in and they're not knowledgeable enough. There's more knowledge that you need. So then those people quit spending money really fast. So you just got to know that. I don't know how this all plays out and then we see. Okay. Apple just broke. Thanks, Tony. So, but this SPX, we have these 3850s. I'm about to go buy the 3800s for tomorrow because the news is that bad. It just keeps getting worse. It gets worse. I don't know why Snow isn't at 120 yet. If they're going to get a grand slam on that one. But this Amazon, if it takes it out, it's going to cave too. Okay, so that's just a little bit that MSCs, the fund news. Okay, so now we go to SPX. SPX down. What is it down? 40, 50. Let me look. Hold on. Where's my phone? Down 32. Okay. That puts it under 3,900. So now under here, you really don't have anything all the way to 3852. 3848 again would be the accelerator of the downside 3,800. Okay, NVIDIA, right back down. Watch this. This news by Cisco is damning. It's very damning. So keep an eye on that. You got 163, 152. Lam Research working lower, 461, 450. You got AMAT earnings coming after hours. AMD right back down from 103 to 95. You got 93 and 91. Avago, don't know why it's crumbling, but it's crumbling. It's crumbling. 532, 509 needs 610 to be better. CrowdStrike, 131, 122 needs 152 to be better. Zscaler, 119, 109 needs 141 to be better. PanW earnings, this is broke. This looks broke too. 419, 391 needs 506 to be better. This was 506 on Monday. Wow. Okay. Apple breaking down 138. Huge, huge, huge. If Apple doesn't break 138, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. If it breaks, look out on the downside. Okay. Amazon, 2091, 2072, huge number. 2019, 1962. 1962, a very good year. Okay, maybe. Okay. Snowman, 131, 124. NOW, very weak, continues to be weak. Let it go down, and they're going to take this thing all the way down to 350, 351, 352. Veru going to look to rose in the next week. Excuse me. Shop, 330. If it takes out 330, 300 in play. That's what we know. Google, look at Google, all the way back down to the earnings day. This is where it was on earnings day. Okay, so now you got 2162, way down, and it needs 2400 to be better. 2400. Okay, Tesla, 681. If it breaks 681 in the first 5 minutes, this can crumble. CRM, 152. But if you're laying off people, your numbers will be below average. Okay? Look for earnings. UPST, 52. How about that UPST play we did? This is the only thing green. And we sold them. We did fine. Now, back under 43 collapses. Coin, 61, 56, 56. KSS needs 38 and then 36. Whew. Okay. What's below Tesla? 632 is under 681. The PPI, is it coming? No, it's not coming yet. Okay. The rate of change difference between PPI and CPI is quite huge. Consumers have been shielded so far. I think PPI already should have come. Okay. Tesla broke 700. Can we buy puts? You have to do what you want to do. Okay. Asking if you should buy a particular thing, you'll never get an answer from me, guys. I mean, nobody should and will ever give you an answer. So just keep an eye on that. Very interesting, okay? If I find a fund is liquidating billions of dollars, do they just sell in the money or they sell near the money? Nobody knows this. Everybody can do different. This is why I always talk about if a fund says they need to sell because an index sold. If you're a fund and you know Apple's going to go down $10 in the next 2 hours because there's massive selling, and you need it to buy, do you just buy right away and say I'm going to do whatever the SPX does, or you do better than the SPX? You wait a half a day or a day. So same thing the other way. I don't know. Fund rebalance next week. It's looking like is it possible that they already sold? Anything is possible. PanW earnings today. And Marcus asked to follow, and I'll go look at that right now. Okay, everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.